Not a lot of time's passed since the first film ended. Watson has moved out. He is on the cusp of getting married and hasn't seen an awful lot of Holmes. And when you see them reunite, you realise Holmes has been obsessively tracing and tracking the various incidents, all of which for him lead back to Moriarty. And as with the end of the first, it's really primarily about him hunting and cornering Moriarty and how he does that. What happens thereafter turns into really both a kind of a hunt for us and a hunt for Moriarty. It's like the three of them are sort of trying to corner each other. It's like a massive chess game over Europe. We were hoping that people would enjoy it as much as we had enjoyed it, and that they'd get where we were going with this, interpretation of the books. And so the opportunity of doing a second meant that we could kind of take the best of the first, but also go back to the books and look for the most interesting characters. There are so many great twists and turns to the Conan Doyle books and great personalities, and so we sort of took our pick. We've got Stephen Fry playing Mycroft, who in the books is described as possibly the only man who is cleverer than Holmes and also more eccentric. Numi plays a character that is key to this particular story in that her brother is a key link to Moriarty, and I know that I remember Guy early on loving the idea of having them mix with gypsies and possibly European gypsies, French gypsies, and so Numi is a kind of integral role and also an integral female presence in that she stops it from becoming just sort of boys' own type movie. Jared Harris steps into the boots of Moriarty with fantastic chill and intellect. Yeah, I was very young when I said that. And I've kissed various other people since then, so it's going to be hard to... I'm afraid to say he may not still hold that mantle. But you know what? I love that there's this sort of symmetry between nudity and Stephen and me. And we'll just have to make sure it happens a third time. What we all had to do is make sure it didn't become this sort of indulgence, because we were aware of what had worked the first time, and we were aware that the creative process and the fun we'd had on the first one was key to a lot of what had worked and why we think the audiences liked it. So coming back this second time, there was a bit more swagger and confidence, but equally we were quick to keep an eye on each other. And the team around us did the same, and actually a lot of the new members of cast did the same, in just making sure we were, in fact, this time a little more kind of strict on ourselves, making sure that it wasn't just sort of repeating stuff, that it was spreading stuff a little deep, digging a bit deeper, always basing it in a kind of truth of sorts.